going to be going over how to play Deadlock. When I got into this game, it was very confusing for me. I mean, it was my first MOBA, aka multiplayer online battle arena, if I'm correct. It was a very, different experience from any first-person shooters, and especially since this one is a combination, an amalgamation of different things, per se. It's more to Overwatch because it has the hero shooter element, but it can also be similar to, other games. So, yeah. I'm going to be giving some tips and tricks in this video on what heroes to play, some tips and tricks. I'm going to be showing you the gameplay, how to beat some of the bosses, and everything that I know, really, and just teach you how to play the game. Also, how to access it, too. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, so we're just going to go in a match here, I guess. We're just going to go in a private bot match. Put this to hard. So, this is what you see when you're on the game. Before we get into it, let me show you this here. So, this game isn't on... let me launch Steam real quick. So, I don't know, I have all these apps open. Okay, 3D Mark. Really good software. I recommend the demo. So, right here, we see all this, right? Here's what you need to do. You may think automatically that you just go to Deadlock, and then you go here, and it's like, oh, I can just get it off of Steam. No, you can't. It's still in alpha. So you may say, okay, how do I get the game? It's simple. You need to get a friend who has the game to invite you to the game. And anyone who has the game and wants to invite a friend, you go to down here. You don't go up here and click play with friends. You do that when people are online. You go here and invite your friends, like this. Like if I invite one of my friends here, like Curry Muncher right here, one of my friends, I already invited him, but you can just basically invite people. Alright, sorry about the slow pace, so let's get into the gameplay part. So that's pretty much how you actually that's how you get people in the game. It's spreading like wildfire. It's literally just a virus, so yeah. Also, before I cut to the gameplay part of this, I'm just going to go over some of the characters real quick on what I play. Personally, for me, I play this guy occasionally. I mainly play this Dynamo is one of my favorites. I recommend, to a new player, I'd recommend Hayes, Infernus, or Kelvin. They're really good characters, but I also highly recommend Dynamo, and I'm going to be using him for the tutorial. So without further ado, let's just get into the gameplay part of this real quick. Alrighty, we're in. Alright, so this game is a little different from most games. I'm not sure because I haven't played other MOBAs, but here's how it works, right?
Don't fail her.
Okay, my audio's a little loud. Hold up.
Complete the ritual.
Let me just turn that down a little. Alrighty, so basically, this game works like this, right? You see the map down here? There are different lanes, 4 different lanes, okay? Each lane has what I call candle heads. Other people call them other things. Trust me, you're not gonna get, if you're in game, you call them candle heads, no one's gonna get confused by what you're saying. I mean, really, like, candle heads right there. I call them that. There's another name for them, I forgot what it was, but to be honest, I just call them candle heads. So, as you can see, that would be a player, but that's an AI because I'm in bot lobbies. To be honest, I really prefer bot lobbies. Pretty fun, laid back and chill. So as you can see right here, there's a lot of stuff going on. There's a lot of different things. There's lanes, there's candle heads, and there's my ability down here. There's souls. There's something very important gameplay-wise that you have to keep an eye on. It's souls. These can be used, let me just show you real quick over here at the Curiosity Shop. What are souls used for and how do you get them? Here's how you get souls. Just go up to these little guys, candle heads, or players, doesn't matter, either or, and kill them. Let me just not die here, that'd be really embarrassing. You get souls from killing them. Now, how do you use them? You use them in this. You get these. These are different things, like basic magazine, costs 500 souls, and it goes in your weapon slot. You get 500, if you spend 500 souls, your gun gets 24% more ammo and 15% more weapon damage. As you can see, I'm not doing a lot of damage here, and it kind of sucks at the beginning. It's slow at the beginning. However, the more you see those orbs on screen, guys? Those orbs you gotta shoot, right? And it doesn't matter what color they are, just shoot them and they'll give you orbs. The red ones you shoot to prevent enemies from getting. Also, these guys are I don't know what the name of them are. They're like one-eyed monsters. Reminds me of the Caddis event from Fortnite of Season 9. But basically, these guys are neutral, and they will only attack you if you attack them. Killing them gives you souls. As you can see, what is this right here? This is something you have to defend. The way that this game works... Okay, I died. Great. The way that this game works is pretty simple. You have to defend your... I don't know what it's called, but you have to defend the main thing. It's like this giant robot thing, right? You cannot let them get through to where you are right now. It's this thing right here. This thing is basically a boss, and it's on both sides. You cannot let the enemy get in and destroy this, otherwise the game will end. Guardians serve as just guardians to protect it, and basically, like this, right here, these are guardians. You do not want to let the enemy get through on that. This is the second boss before you really get in there, but yeah. You just don't want to let the enemy get in. It's pretty simple to understand that. Just don't let the enemy get in. Just defend it, get souls, and yeah. So I'm just going to show you right here. As you get souls, you get these, okay? These purple electric thingies. They are basically ability points, and they allow you to upgrade your abilities or gain more abilities throughout the match. What I mean by abilities is these down here. So as an example, Quantum Entanglement. I recommend getting this early game. So in case I'm doing something stupid and I'm taking a lot of damage like I am right now, I can just do this, teleport out of here. I recommend not going for players early game. I recommend just going for the candle heads, getting souls. A good number to get out of here, the souls, I would say is around 1,000, to be fair. Also, don't do the same mistake as I'm doing, because I keep dying, and that's dying in the late game and mid game is way worse than than just running away with low health, because there's a long timer at the end. So, as you can see, I have souls now. I have enough to buy this. This, just buy and it goes right here. Also, if you want to find any of these things right here, if you want to find any cool builds, I recommend you just... Let me see. You go up here and then you just... There's a certain spot to get builds. Hold on. Okay. So, builds. Okay, right here. You go to browse builds. There are all these different types of builds. Gun, Gilgo, Dynamo. These are for all... These are available for all different types of heroes. As they're called. I think they're called that in this game. Each hero has their own unique sets. You can find it by going in there. I highly recommend you get one of those. Just go with the one that's popular.
Time is right. I can get out anything.
Make sure you update it frequently, because sometimes it just may not be good anymore after an update. This game's getting updated every 2 weeks. Like, as example, they just randomly added wall jumping from what I heard. And also, when I started this game, they didn't have 24/7 matchmaking. They had the servers have to shut down. Now they don't. Yeah. So... I highly recommend you play Dynamo. He's a pretty easy character. He's pretty good. As you can see here, I'm getting some pretty decent kills with Candlehead. He's pretty good. He's way better late game than his early game. His ability does a decent amount of damage.
My condition has...
Okay, I'm chained. Jeez. Well, yeah. So just basically all you gotta do here, just play the game and just try and understand it. Also, one last tip before I go. I highly recommend you play bot lobbies for a couple hours just to understand how this game works. Because, MOBA fans are a different type of breed with sweatiness. They're way worse than any video game I've seen. This game is mainly a strategy game, though. It's not necessarily... If you came in here looking for a game that's just going to be some random first-person shooter, hero shooter, or third-person shooter, this is not it. This is not your type of game. While it is a third-person shooter, it is not the traditional sense. It's not just a PvP kill type shooter. You're supposed to kill things, sure, but you're supposed to use strategy to kill your opponents. Meaning over time, I gain more souls. I have 1,000. I go here and I buy certain things. You don't just go, I mean, I know that the stuff's already good, so I'm buying it, but you don't just go down the line like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Also, certain things can be trashed, so sell them in the late game and buy better ones. One last thing before I go. This is the last thing, I promise. Take a look right here. Each thing, it's besides the thing where it says pristine emblem and shows 25% weapon damage, each of these adds bullet damage and different stats. So that's something to keep out for, because each one costs different amount of souls and does different things. Make sure you're buying stuff that isn't trash. Make sure you're buying stuff that helps out with your cause. Alright, well, without further ado, I'm going to end off the video right here, guys. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you want more of my content injected into your feed, feel free to like and subscribe. Helps me out a lot. It's free, and it allows you to see more content, allows others to see my content. If you want to see more Deadlock content, please comment below. If you have any game suggestions, anything, please comment below. Because, you know, I kind of work for you guys here. I'm just putting my videos out for others to see. Alright, well, hope you're having a good day, guys. Peace.